The Maritime Report is here and it will stay here all season long. Hello, all my Mariner fans. Welcome to the first recap of 2026, where the Mariners would split the series against the Cleveland Guardians. This was admittedly kind of an entertaining series all around. A lot of back and forth momentum swings, good plays, bad plays by both teams, and a lot of people are saying that this is a possible playoff matchup. Of course, this is way too early in the season to actually really predict playoffs, as this means absolutely nothing in the long scheme of things. Hopefully, it won't mean much. So to start off, I want to just recap what happened in all these games. I do have notes right here that I'm looking off of. Hopefully, I can just rattle them off one by one. Cleveland would immediately jump ahead 1-0 off a Chase Delauder home run. And while we were able to have really good plays offensively, it just wasn't really enough. 4 solo home runs are not going to do it when we can't put guys on base otherwise. First game goes to Cleveland. Second game, thankfully, George Kirby had a really good performance on the mound, and the offense finally got it together. I believe Rivas hit a triple in the game to bring home at least one guy. The overall pitching really made up for our offense still not being able to do much. In fact, I think it was the first time in well over 100 years that in the first 2 games of the season, we didn't record a single base hit. We've had a couple doubles, guys getting on base through a walk, a triple, as I already mentioned, 4 home runs in the first game, but no regular singles. That is admittedly kind of freaking pathetic. For my opinion, it's not really good enough. Game 3 was also a game that was just really not good enough. Our offense once again stagnated, and while we were able to go up 2-0, our pitching just faltered, and we were not able to really bring it back. Thankfully, Julio did get us to extra innings, but guess who homered again? Chase Delauder. He has been killing us all series, and we just now give up the 4th home run to him. An extremely clutch moment in the game. If this is how Delauder is going to be all season, watch out, MLB. We might have a new MVP. The other main draw we can at least get from this game is that Luke Raley is a dog. 3 home runs at matching with Chase Delauder. Dude, honestly, this was just Luke Raley versus Chase Delauder, the series. But one team had to pull through, and it was neither of them. Honestly, Seattle's extremely dominant performance in the last game in the series, going up 8-0 and never allowing more than 2 hits all game, from an extremely dominant pitching performance by Emerson Hancock. Yeah, after the kind of nothing I've seen him do all season last year, he threw 6 no-hit innings, 9 strikeouts. And Brendan Donovan, thank you so much again for coming to Seattle. Another home run, a 3-run home run in this game. He did get a leadoff home run in the very first game, which made me think, oh my God, this is going to be our offense for the entire season. And it's not. Overall, the Mariners, our pitching really looks good. As much as I really clown on the bullpen, we are good. Our starting rotation is really legit. Hancock, Brian Wu, and George Kirby were all solid. But I don't like our offense just miraculously exploding in the last game. It's not really sustainable in the long run. For Cleveland, though, their hitting does show up in the clutch, especially Chase Delauder. Like I said, he could be a major problem for the league. Their bullpen could hang strong in very tight moments, but when the starting pitching kind of lost it, as evidenced in Game 4, it's really nothing you can do unless you can get hits. Overall, even in every sense of the word, I can say. The Guardians are very opportunistic with young talent, especially, again, DeLauder could be the guy going forward. The Mariners, honestly, we have a really high ceiling, especially with the dominant pitching we got going on right now. I just want to take a moment to go over some of the key players for the Mariners. Starting off, Julio Rodriguez. I'm going to say this as nicely as I can. Wake up. You played well in the clutch. You drew attention. But you need to heat up. You really need to heat up, because then the lineup completely changes. You are the focal point. You are the number 3 hitter on our roster. And yet you are all of the momentum. We need you to get hot now, because our offense needs to look better. I know Game 4 was really good, but I think that just chalks up to really dominant pitching. Up next, Cal Raleigh. He's a threat. Didn't look it because he didn't get any home runs. What I'm worried about is that the league is going to take notice and dismiss Cal as this just kind of fluke player that he was last season. I don't want it to be like that. He was admittedly more consistent than some of our other bats. Naylor. He is going to be really good as a power hitter. He just needs to get started. Again, he's not really the big momentum builder. And it really sucks because I did just read that he won't be playing. He probably is going to be a healthy scratch against the Yankees. Yeah, not really something I want to hear right now. On the pitching side, George Kirby, dominant Game 2. Just really good. Still, he's reliable. I'd still rely more on Wu and Gilbert. But, from a good outing from George Kirby, that's really good. Emerson Hancock. Oh my God, the MVP of this series. I'm not going to lie. Emerson Hancock pitched an amazing game. 6 innings, no hits, 9 strikeouts. This is not just luck if this continues. Emerson Hancock can be the guy, which is more than what I would have said probably this time last year, because I wasn't the biggest fan of him. Brian Wu, he was also pretty good. There was a lot of stuff that he was flashing, a lot of swing and miss stuff, but I am noticing that he's not as consistent. I did look at some film earlier because I wasn't able to catch that game live, but I really do like where he's coming from. A really good high ceiling for Brian Wu. And Brendan Donovan, once again, a 3-run home run, I should say, in Game 4, and another solo home run in Game 1. And he can be the spark to our offense that we really need. He's not really the one to get the momentum going, but if he can just get on base and get those flashing starts, it's gonna make all of the home runs by Cal and Julio and hopefully Josh Naylor all worth it in the end. The biggest concern that I really have about the Mariners is just their offensive inconsistency. We struck out a lot. How much a lot? 14 times in the first game alone. I don't think it leads the MLB, but this is just not what I want to see, especially since last season was much of the same, especially in the later stretch and at times in the playoffs. And our hitting was really just weird. There wasn't a lot of really good hitting. Yeah, 4 solo home runs, that's great. But again, when there's guys on base and we can't do anything about that, it's all worthless in the end, I feel. We can't also get rallies together. I know we did get quite a few in the last game, but the first couple, at least games 1 and 3, need to really, we need to really get back into just getting rallies, playing small ball, and just really becoming more consistent, because game 1 can't happen again. Our pitching is going to keep us competitive, but we are going to struggle against top teams if our hitting does not improve. Naylor, I desperately need you to do better. Overall, to sum it up, we are a playoff team. I think we're a really good playoff team. We need to heat up, though. Our offense needs to do better. Our pitching needs to continue being dominant. Against who's next? Oh, the New York Yankees. Well, we're going to be celebrating a lot if we manage to win this series. That's going to be it for this Maritime Report recapping the Guardian series. Don't forget to give me a like, subscribe, thumbs up, comment, do whatever it takes. I do appreciate any and all comments. And I, again, like I say in my streams, I do this for no ads, no sponsorships, just purely for the love of Mariners baseball. Trident's up. Go Mariners.